It's this part of the bill that critics say targeted the LGBTQ community, leading to that "Don't Say Gay" nickname. The text says classroom instruction by school personnel or third parties on sexual orientation or gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. After the bill passed the House this week, Republican State Senator Jeff Brandes of St. Petersburg, who many of you know isn't afraid to split with his party when he doesn't like something, introduced an amendment to the bill that would replace the words sexual orientation or gender identity with human sexuality or sexual activity. I talked to Senator Brandes. He said this accomplishes the same goal without making anyone feel targeted. I asked State Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith, the state's first out gay Hispanic lawmaker. He says it's a step in the right direction. He urged senators to vote for it. I then spoke to the bill's sponsor, who said he stands by the bill that was passed on the House floor, where similar amendments like this, I should point out, were rejected by House Republicans. Here's some highlights from the House floor debate on this bill.
I checked Florida statute just to be sure. I wanted to look at other text on the books to see if we censored any other topics in the classroom in this way, and that we enumerated it in this way as we do sexual orientation and gender identity. I couldn't find anything. Are there sections in Florida statute that restrict conversations about life and death? No. Are there sections of Florida statute that restrict sensitive topics like abortion? No. So it's just us.
The bill, plain as day, states that we cannot have instruction. Instruction, meaning curriculum led by teachers, teaching children ages 5 through 9 about sexual orientation and gender identity. Think about that. Children that are learning how to color inside the lines, that are learning sight words. This simply means we are allowing parents to parent their children. It means we're not hiding things from parents. It's naive, selfish, and ignorant of us to believe that parenting ends when you send your child to school, and that the child's health and well-being starts at the starting bell and ends at dismissal.
Parents don't get to choose the sexual orientation and gender identity of their child. There are also some serious cognitive dissonance with this bill, because for generations our schools have not been very inclusive and people are still gay. So reality check, having an inclusive school does not lead to LGBTQ plus people. These are people, my friends.
It was not until today that I heard from Representative Bartleman that this is not happening. Okay? But this is happening, because I have in my hand here the genderbread person. This is happening. We have children as young as 6 years old being taught radical leftist gender theory, and that is frightening.
Representative Harding, I'm speaking. I have not heard the bill sponsor tell me what example has happened in recent history that we have to have this bill. I've had no examples, so I cannot only surmise that it's because you don't care and gay folks and LGBT folks and trans folks don't matter.
I believe an idea that creating boundaries at an early age of what it's appropriate in our schools, when we are funding our schools, is not hate. It's actually providing boundaries, and it's fair to our teachers and our school districts to know what we expect.
The bill passed the House Thursday by a vote of 69 to 47. 1 Democrat voted for it. 7 Republicans voted against it, including 2 from Tampa Bay. State Reps Amber Mariano of Hudson and Will Robinson Jr. of Bradenton. Mariano, I talked to. She told me she had to vote her conscience, and while she respects the intent of the bill and its author, she wasn't happy with the bill language in the end. Robinson did not return requests for comment. The bill now goes to the Senate Appropriations Committee with that new amendment from Senator Brandes Monday morning at 10:30.